Esther and Daniel were not the kind of couple that people immediately admired from the outside. They didn't have a glamorous love story, nor did they possess the loud affection that social media loves to celebrate. Their love began quietly, almost unnoticed, like a seed planted deep in the soil. When they met, Esther was healing from a past relationship that had left her questioning her worth, while Daniel was coming out of a season of spiritual dryness. Their meeting wasn't dramatic. It happened after a Wednesday evening Bible study, when Daniel stayed behind to stack chairs and Esther offered to help. That simple moment of serving together sparked a connection neither of them expected. They started talking, slowly at first, discovering that they both longed for the same thing, a love with God as its foundation. Not flashy love, not shallow love, but anchored love. Their relationship grew not on emotions alone, but on prayer in quiet corners of the church, prayer over phone calls before bed, prayer for each other's families, fears, and futures. They didn't rush into romance. They built it through devotion, scripture, and humility. But life soon tested the strength of that love. Esther lost her job unexpectedly, plunging her into uncertainty and fear. Anxiety whispered that she wasn't enough, that she was becoming a burden. Daniel didn't try to fix everything. He simply stayed by her side, praying with her, reminding her of God's provision. Later, Daniel's mother fell seriously ill, and he began to waver under the pressure of hospital visits, financial strain, and exhaustion. Instead of pulling away, Esther stepped in, supporting him with compassion. For months, their love was tested by storms neither saw coming. There were nights when both cried, nights when they disagreed, nights when fear and frustration tempted them to retreat. But every time the storms grew fierce, they would return to what held them together from the beginning: God. One evening, after a particularly heavy day at the hospital, Daniel broke down. "I feel like I'm failing," he whispered. Esther didn't give advice. She placed his hands in hers and prayed Psalm 46:1. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. It became a turning point. Through prayer, they realized that love anchored in God doesn't guarantee a life without storms, only a foundation that will hold when the winds blow. Slowly, things began to shift. Esther found a new job, better than the one she lost. Daniel's mother recovered steadily, and Daniel regained hope. Their love didn't just survive the storms, it deepened. It matured. It strengthened. On their engagement day, Daniel said something that made Esther cry. "I didn't choose you because we never had problems. I chose you because we faced them with God." Their wedding day wasn't glamorous, but it was holy. As they braided the symbolic cord of 3 strands, Esther, Daniel, and Christ, everyone watching could feel the weight of Ecclesiastes 4:12. They knew this wasn't just a love story. It was a testimony. Years later, when people asked Esther and Daniel how they stayed strong, their answer remained the same. "We didn't hold on to love. God held us together." And that is why their love endured, because it was rooted not in emotion, not in circumstance, but in God Himself.